news.
Our Politics Now team is live in Carson City to explain what all of this is all about. Guys.
Well, good evening. Yeah, from Carson City, just 2.5 weeks left in the session. A lot is going on, but really, Steve, the talk of the Capitol as of late, at least this week, are the so-called Laxalt tapes. So let's back up a little bit and kind of explain what this is. Let's go back to last March. Attorney General Adam Laxalt scheduled a meeting with Gaming Control Board Chair A.G. Burnett. As AG, Laxalt represents the board, but he implied several times the board should intervene in a civil lawsuit between Sheldon Adelson's Las Vegas Sands Corp. and a former executive there. Burnett recorded the meeting on his smartphone. He then turned it over to the FBI, which found no criminal wrongdoing. But after the word of that meeting got out back in February, Democrats have called for hearings. Assemblywoman Maggie Carlton held a hearing last night during a Ways and Means Committee meeting. She and many fellow Democrats believe Laxalt acted inappropriately by trying to involve his client, the Gaming Control Board, in a civil matter involving one of its members.
The immediacy of having to have that meeting because of the time crunch of the case being in front of the Supreme Court. When you look at the chronology of this thing and you put all those pieces together, it just doesn't smell right.
Possible. Fortunately, our CFO.
Laxalt testified that he was making the case to Burnett against getting involved in the civil case and that he has done nothing improper. This has been his stance in a few statements to the media, but in general, he has not commented on the situation. So, Steve, this really is going to be a campaign issue, it looks like, on both sides, not just with Democrats, but with Republicans coming up here in 2018.
Yeah, that's right. In fact, basically every other Republican who was thinking of running for governor has dropped out. That includes Lieutenant Governor Mark Hutchison and Senator Dean Heller. So basically the only Republican left who has not yet dropped out is Dan Schwartz, and he has said that he will use this issue against Laxalt if he decides to run.
And the minority leader over in the Senate, Michael Roberson, has said essentially that this is a political witch hunt meant to stir up controversy ahead of the election. Is there validity to that?
Well, I know that's his perspective because he obviously wants to be the lieutenant governor candidate under a gubernatorial candidate, Adam Laxalt. But I think probably closer to the truth is Aaron Ford, who said yesterday you can look at the evidence both ways to see Laxalt did the right thing or that he also did the wrong thing.
Well, finally, Republicans really have said that there is a precedent to the state AG stepping in matters like this. Is that valid?
Yeah, that is valid. They have done so in the past, but they've always done so at the insistence and with the cooperation of the Gaming Control Board. They have not lobbied the Gaming Control Board to do it when the board doesn't want to do it.
Well, this is a highly politicized and very controversial issue up here. Of course, much more to go into. We'll be tackling it on a special edition of Politics Now, Sunday at 5:30. For now, with Steve Sebelius live in Carson City, I'm Patrick Walker, 8 News Now.